Alrighty, folks. Good evening, hello, and welcome to another session of our Dawn of the Dales. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players this evening. All of them.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And what else is wonderful is maps. So if you like wonderful maps, go check out the Patreon at patreon.com/dungeonmister. You'll find links in places. But also wonderful, we're level 5 now. So let's talk about how we got to level 5 and what we're about to do before we get on with what we're about to do. So let's talk about that. Last time we started off with the Yeti slain. Party heard distant screams, sprinted through the dark woods, only for the forest to fall abruptly silent. Tracking the disturbance, found deep tusk gouges in trees, muddy wallow, blood trail leading to a grim scene. Moonlight flickered across the rocks, glimpsed a shadowy tableau. Massive tusk creature looming over a fallen halfling before vanishing into the night. Quickly rushing in, found a halfling barely alive, presumably Bramble, just as a towering wereboar burst from the brush, eventually flanked by two enormous boars, one still frost-scarred from the earlier Yeti fight that they had on their own. Brutal, muddy battle followed. A heartbeat in this battle. The wereboar's eyes flashed with humanity. The beast quickly returned to its frenzy. Erebus sleep spores dropped the wereboar, and one boar long enough for the group to finish the other, bind the lycanthrope, drag both it, and the wounded halfling back to Shadowdale compound. At this compound, Dacron and Relorn rushed the halfling inside, while Aaron and Erebus guarded the unconscious wereboar outside. Under the moonlight, Marilyn Silverdrop worked to save the halfling, only for the matron to reveal that he was not Bramble, but another youth who had snuck out against his father's wishes. The truth hit all at once. The wereboar outside was Bramble. Erebus sensed no humanity left in this creature, urged putting it down, echoing Relorn's earlier argument. Aaron insisted they wait for the priestess. Merla confirmed that they had done the right thing. Bramble would survive the night. The first full moon was always the worst. By morning, Shadowdale compound buzzed with rumors. The matron thanked the party with humble gifts and sent them to see Bramble, who, exhausted, ashamed, and grateful, and also in halfling form, explained how he had been infected by two ruffians seeking passage to Freedale, one bearing an awesome snake tattoo and calling himself Vandross. Gifted his hunting poncho to you and begged the group to find a cure, if one existed. The priestess Merla did offer hope. Wolfsbane grown on hallowed ground, harvested on a new moon, combined with the blood of the sire and a rite of the silver veil on the next full moon, could cure Bramble's affliction. With this knowledge and the growing evidence of Zent involvement in Freedale, the party returned to Shadowdale to regroup. Next steps clear. Threads connecting Bramble's curse, the Zents, wider danger, beginning to align. That's where we're going to pick up as you all enter back to Shadowdale town. I'd say it's a late morning, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, as you had spent the morning in Shadowdale Freehold, couple-hour walk, arrive at Shadowdale town a little bit before lunchtime. That's where we're going to pick up today. What, pray tell, are you doing? I'll bring you to the Shadowdale map if you really want. Well, any
So,
destination in mind?
wait.
Well, I would like to stop at the Church of Lathander. And they might have a book that is of interest to me. If anybody would like to join.
I just kind of
Um,
nod and I'll follow along.
Everyone going to the Temple of Lathander?
No, Rallo would go to, forgot his name, the owner of this old school inn to,
Well, he's not the owner. He's just he runs it. But yeah,
to talk to him about what happened.
his name is Marco.
Yeah, that's what it is. And a little
Oh, no,
blank.
he is the owner, actually. Sorry. Fair enough. Anyone going with Ralorn? Ralorn going by himself. Aaron going to the temple. Anyone going with either?
I think I'll go to the temple.
All right.
So,
Arabella? Erebus?
I was following along to go to check out the books. He said there might be a book of interest to him.
Okay. Going to the temple. Arabella?
as Arabella would just seemingly out of nowhere saddle up next to Aaron and that are going to the temple.
Okay. Fair enough. As you converse about the events that happened over Shalane compound, yeah, you all would arrive at the temple proper. Morning Dawn Hall, after passing the old school inn where Ralorn hops in. It's, the original edifice of it is long gone, but the current structure is still dignified, albeit a little modest. There is a tall kind of spire facing the prayer hall. But inside would be after their morning service, so it wouldn't be quite as bustling. Honestly, probably the best time to arrive inside. You could easily find an acolyte who's probably lighting some incense nearby, near the entrance. Sees you enter. Good morning. Like a younger human teenager man.
Hello. My name is Aaron.
Yes.
This is the Temple of Lathander, Rebirth, right?
Morning Dawn Hall, yes, welcome. You missed the sermon, it just ended an hour ago.
We unfortunately just made our way into town. But I have heard a rumor that a particular book may be in one of the temples of Lathander. A Book of Blossoms. Have you heard of this?
I haven't. If you would like to talk about tomes and books of religious aspect, I suppose I can take you to High Priest Adana, the Open-Handed. They would know more of that nature. I'm sorry, I'm not well learned in all the scripture just yet. I know about the dawn. I know about the growth. Blossoms is not something... Kind of raises an eyebrow. I have yet to learn.
Learning takes time. Do not be discouraged. If you could show me to the High Priestess, I would be in your debt.
Oh, yes, she's around here somewhere. Your companions would like to speak as well, or Together we're separate. You can all follow me if you would like.
Just
They are welcome to join.
And he'll just kind of like quickly finish lighting the incense with a quick little cantrip and about face and start walking down the aisle of pews, down the actual large chamber, almost cathedral-like, but not quite big enough to be a cathedral, but still the hall. And yeah, tending to the end of the hall would be, and oddly enough, it would be over, well, not oddly enough, it would be overlooking the east side, east facing, so rising sun would still be, you know, coming inside, beaming onto some plants that would be in the windows there. Up higher would be some stained glass, but it's just open windows right there. Sorry. Tending to them, these plants and planters in the windows, which are growing great. It seems to be mostly herbs and things of that nature, nothing like overly like flowery or ornamental. It seems functional, cooking things, but would be an elven man, I'd say copperish skin, but a little paler than Aaron's, and golden white hair that almost kind of radiates, and it's pulled down into a long ponytail. And he's just dressed in white robes, pouring water onto the plants. Sees you approach. Oh. Well, good morning. Did not see this company at the sermon. He kind of smiles as he notices you approaching.
we were not there.
That was my attempt at a joke. I do apologize, madame. I am Madonna the Open-Handed. I do not believe we have been introduced. Who might you and your company be?
Well,
I
I'm
am-
Arabella Thorne.
And I am Aaron Thesser.
Dacron in point.
Erebus.
Oh. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. And what do I owe this pleasure for? Greet me after the sermon. Some sort of special after-service blessing? Kind of raises one of his eyebrows.
I am interested in a particular herb or blossom that it is not growing as well as it used to. And I may have heard that you have a particular book, the Book of Blossoms, that may be able to solve my quagmire here.
A book of... has
Book of Blossoms.
blossoms. Yes, I heard you. I will admit, I am not terribly familiar. I have heard of the tome. I have heard there were 2 copies in existence. I believe one was down in Am. The last was in the Dalelands. I believe it was traveling around. But it never graced the Morning Dawn Hall, apparently. Not in my tenure here. I think it was even before my time.
I see. And do you know where it possibly could be in the Dales?
Well, I do not know the exact routes. As I said, it is before my time here as the open-handed high priest here. And I have been here for about 70 or so years as such. Our records are thorough, but if the book never came through here, then I would hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we would not have any record of the book itself. I don't know if we were expecting it. It wasn't written in any logs. I do remember the priest before me mentioning it, but he did not say where. Only that he was looking forward to reading it. Or examining it. It is a shame.
Or it may seem that I have to visit a few more of your temples in the future.
Oh, well, that is not necessarily a bad thing. There are temples to Latanda all over. I believe there is almost one in nearly every, well, yeah, nearly every town. Latanda is very well liked in the Dales, what can I say? He even persuaded me to join his faith.
Yes, that is great news. Aaron looks a little dejected, but it wasn't like he was expecting to find it on the first try anyway.
I am sorry to disappoint. But where we find disappointment is also opportunity to a new door opens. Exploration. Perhaps you will find more than a book. I do not know where I'm going with that, but I do not know. You all seem like a interesting bunch. What is your affiliation, if you have any?
We are.
What was that?
We don't have, well, I don't know about my companions. I don't really have any permanent affiliations.
And we travel together and make money together.
They say money makes the world go round, and I see no problem with that. Good for you. Some of you seem to collect it more than others.
I've been following along more for the knowledge, learning as we're adventuring.
Oh yeah, that too.
Knowledge is a noble pursuit. It is something I have devoted most of my life to. Knowledge and protection. The Dales need protection after all. Shadowdale. You are the... I know where I know you from. I have heard rumor. You are the ones who, you rescued the family and their house guest from, some goblin and, re-slayed that, ogre. Is that right?
Guilty as charged.
The Tomb of Damara, I believe.
Yes,
That
that was us.
It was a fun mission.
Well, it is good to have fun. I will say you will have my personal thanks. I do try to protect those in town. Some people live a little further away. I cannot keep an eye on all of them, especially in the dark. On the light, though, is easier to keep an eye on. Especially since a certain wizard has been absent for so long. And you can kind of see, like, he starts to, like, there's this, like, kind of like a pain point. Some people have to fill in the blanks and step up. I do not mind, though. Almost like I was born for it. And of course, we have a lady at the tower.
How? If you don't mind me asking,
Of course.
how you say that you protect the people, but
As best I can.
you're a priest.
Oh, yes.
Like, do you protect them in a spiritual sense?
There are more than one
Ooh.
ways to protect people. Just because I am a priest does not mean I cannot scare away boogeymen.
Yeah.
I am
I was
quite
just
adept at
curious.
my hand in mace and spell. I have been gifted by Lathander, after all.
And you knew the old wizard, Elmin? I assume you're talking about Elminster.
I am talking about Elminster, yes. He has been missing for some time now. Although, some people say that he is still there sometimes because they see a light on. I do not believe it is true. Magicians, you know how they are. They like to keep up a facade, like keep on guessing. Oh, there's a light on. He must be home still. No, I will not fall for that. I know how Elminster works. I've met him once or twice. We've had tea.
He sounds exhausting.
Oh, it sounds amazing. Tell me more. What is his favorite spell? What is his favorite color? Did he have sugar and the cream with his tea? And
I believe
Aaron
he
just
had
kind of
sugar. I'm uncertain about the... I believe he flavored it himself when... Although...
Oh, of course. Yes.
I think there were times that he preferred not to use magic. The simple pleasures. If I had to guess, and I guess I have to, I think his favorite color is red. He wears it. But I do not know. I never asked what his favorite color was.
Aaron's scribbling down notes.
Spell, I'm uncertain. We didn't talk about arcane too much. Not too much overlap between the arcane and the teachings of Lathander and all. But I shan't bore you with what I have learned of Elminster. But I will say thank you for rescuing the family from the Tomb of Damara. It sounds frightful.
I'm going to step forward, and this seems like a grand place. Do you have maybe a room that has like records or places for people to gain knowledge? I come from a circle of philosophers, and as I'm traveling, I would be ashamed if I passed down the opportunity to learn anything.
Of course we keep records. Most are kept for those of the faith. We
Mind
could
if
schedule you for as long as someone stays with you. Again, as thanks, I would not mind you perusing. You would probably take months, if not years, to read or even peruse the whole selection. There are easily hundreds of books. Yeah, hundreds of scrolls, dozens of books at least.
well, maybe I can. Maybe you can give me some advice as to what I should start on, since I am traveling, and maybe if something catches my eye, I can just grab and read that.
I will say this is not a library where you can take a book and
I'm not
walk
looking
off
to
with
check
it.
anything out. No.
Okay. Of course, we can set up a time within the next 10 day at your leisure. And yes, maybe a couple of days where you can come study. The library will be open to you.
I appreciate that.
Good. And as you are adventurers, I will say we do have a small stock of things available. Should you need things like holy water, perhaps potions, occasionally keep some scrolls on hand. I do not know the exact stock and nature. And I will say this. You do us a favor. I also have a favor that I can return. Should one of you fall, I may be able to help with this.
Well, that would be very useful.
Yes,
Where
I
would
know of the spell as well. Featherfall. Very good. Very useful.
Just kind of smiles. Yes, more permanent fall.
Oh, I see.
where would I go to peruse these items?
Peruse the items.
Yeah, you or
It is not a shop. It is not that how it works.
oh,
I
I
can go check with one of our acolytes to see what we have in stock if you would like.
would love that. Yes.
Okay. Would Kyle, would you take this gentleman to go check out the stock and holy goods for holy water and potions?
One last thing before I go.
Okay.
I am not huge on. I believe in all faiths and everyone having their faith,
Of course.
but you seem very devout. I was wondering if you might be able to say a bit of a prayer or a blessing for myself and my party members here.
I will say a prayer at dawn.
And I just kind of like bow my head, and then am I going with the guy he just yelled at, or not
Yeah,
yelled
the
at?
acolyte's just kind of waiting there, like the attendant,
Yeah,
essentially.
I'd
Yes.
start following the acolyte.
Well, if there is nothing else, if I can be of any assistance to our heroes, Shadowdale, let me know. I would be more than happy to help where I can.
Hmm?
As we fade to black, Erebus, roll me a d10.
Big money, big money,
Someone else
big
roll me a
money.
d6.
A 10. Nice.
It's not always good.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
Yep. So, there are however much holy water you want, you can get holy water. They probably have like 5 healers kits if you want healers kits. If you want potions of healing, they have 1 potion of healing left. Apparently they used them all up. Had some cart accident yesterday. But they do have a single potion of vitality, if you would be interested.
Yes. I guess I'm not trying to. I'd like to grab a holy water, the healing, and the vitality.
So the holy water is 25 gold. The potion of healing is 50 gold. Potion of vitality is 150 gold.
To see how much we have.
And that's actually a steal for a potion of vitality.
Well, I know that I want the vitality. I guess I didn't ask you if I was getting money from when we returned to town after that first one. Oh, see.
Sounds like you didn't get any money.
Okay. Because I missed that session. I forgot about it.
I don't think we got the
I
money.
think you got the rugs still.
No, we took an item.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You sold the rugs, though, right?
Somebody probably did. I didn't write that down. Unless we turned it into something else.
No, I don't recall we sold it yet.
I think we said you did. Well, either way, potion of vitality is 150 gold. That's what it is. You drank one of these. Potion of healing is 50 gold. Holy water is 25 gold.
Well, I am going to thank him for his time, and sorry that I took up his time, but I am not getting anything. I have no money.
Alright, fair enough. Meanwhile, back at the Old Skull Inn, as Ralorn enters into the tavern of the Old Skull. Yeah, you would see Mungo kind of walking around. Kind of slow mooring. He'd just be like bussing tables at this point. See you come in. Hey. Oddly enough, he does not have the same accent as the Shalanes do.
We can talk about a little bit away from prying ears.
Yeah, sure. What's up? You can come
Yeah,
over to the counter if you want.
Yeah, you'll do that. So, if you could tell Lady Nora that Bramble is safe.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah, no, that
But
was a favor for me actually. Awesome.
But that he's been infected by.
What do you mean infected? But he says it pretty loudly.
I was gonna whisper, lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy?
No. We're trying
He's
to
a werewolf?
cure him. No. 4. But that's beside the point.
That's even worse.
Yes, we're gonna try to cure him. We've got a lead. I think he can get information on a Vandros. Bramble helped them go to Freedale. That's where we're going next.
Think I could get information on who?
Yes, if you could tell Lady Nora to get information and
why would I tell her to get information?
On Vandros. If they got any information on Vandros. On a fellow named Vandros.
Why would she have information on a guy named Vandros?
I don't know, but knowing her our contact, she may have overheard about him or everything. He might be
what kind of contact? Other merchants? Is that what you're talking about?
Not too sure what he is, but he's definitely had one of those snake tattoos. So, from what Brambles told us,
Oh, you're
and
talking
he
about the
was in-
Zents. I gotcha.
Yeah, just don't worry. You want to say that word out loud in the middle of the town, but
Oh, you can say Zents here. They're not welcome here.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyone
so
here,
yeah,
Zent? You're not welcome. Like someone lifts up their head. Yeah, I'm not a Zent. Yep. Good job, Pappy.
right. But yeah, if you can ask her if she's got information, and
Why would she have information? What are you talking about?
she could probably get some information about who that guy is, knowing her
Because
contacts.
she's a merchant? Because merchants deal with Zentarum, okay. Does she
No,
deal
but
with Zentarum?
I know she's got a bit of a contact here and there. I think he might be a merchant that she dealt with before.
I don't know. She skipped town. She said she had to go, like... No, she didn't say anything.
Right. But if you see her, tell her we're heading to Freedale. Please.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, well, thanks for infecting my cousin with lycanthropy.
Oh, we didn't. We saved
you know
them
what I
from-
mean.
He'll be safe. He'll be safe. Mongo. We're gonna make sure that we cure him. Got my word.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, curing lycanthropy. That's a thing I've heard of. Freedale. Why are you going there?
Oh,
That place is a shit town. Now,
yeah.
if you're looking for
but,
Zentarum, they're probably there. I mean, if I had to guess.
I'm not looking for Zen in particular, but
No. Okay.
to cure him, we need information from Freedale. So
From a
that's where we're
rundown
going.
town? Okay.
Don't ask me. I'm just going where I'm told that I'm needed.
No. Okay. Sure thing, bud. Well, thanks for checking up on Bramble for me. Glad he was found. Sucks that he's a werewolf now. Hope he gets healed.
And
I'll let the merchant lady know that you were asking about her.
all right, thank you. And we're just gonna nod to him and slowly walk out.
Okay. As you all regroup around 11:30-ish? I don't know.
Oh,
I guess it couldn't be as easy as going to the first place. But now what?
We're heading down to Freedale. Catch up with that Evandros guy.
Freedale.
We have to try
How
to
far
cure.
away is Freedale?
Like another 2 hours.
Yeah, just down the road.
Not too far.
Yeah, we have to at least try to cure her. Bramble. So, and that's our only lead. So I would say we just head down the road an hour or two to Freedale.
Any
Any
thoughts
time
on
like
that?
the present.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
interrupted.
let's go.
Makes as much
Right.
sense as any.
Let's head out.
All right. And there is a road to Freedale, so it's not like you're rough trail in it. I mean, the road's overgrown, but there is a road. You probably wouldn't want to take a cart on the road, but you could probably take a horse if you've had horses. But notably, it's Freedale. Not too far away. About as far as Shalane is. Maybe actually slightly closer than Shalane. And it's not long. It's an easy walk. Is there anything you guys are talking about? Anything you guys are doing as you're walking down the road? Who's getting the cloak?
I think they wanted to give it to Reward.
Go to anybody.
Anybody could take it.
I'll take it, but if you want it,
If you want it, take it.
okay. I'm gonna take the cloak.
Okay. Now a proud owner of a cloak of elven kind.
I guess as I'm looking over, as we're traveling, I'd be looking over the cloak. I'm not sure if I have to attune to it, so I guess I'm not sure how magical items work with
It does require
Erebus.
attunement, so you'd have
Yeah.
to sit down for an hour.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
think
he's
I'll-
just looking it over. He's trying to attune with it, but he doesn't quite know how. Put it that way.
You know how to attune items. You just focus on it. As you kind of put it on, it'll eventually size up to you, and you now have a green poncho sized for you.
Cool.
Right. Anything else you guys are doing and or discussing? Or are you just walking in silence?
Okay. Freedale looking for Vandros.
Yeah, it's probably safer if we don't go out there and announce that we're looking for Vantros.
It'll be hard to find someone we don't know if we don't ask around.
Yeah, but if he is indeed as it's probably safer not to announce that we're looking for him because.
Then how would you like to go about this? Wait for him to announce himself?
You can listen to town scene and that kind of stuff, but I don't believe it would be wise to.
But if no one's supposed to talk about him, how would we ever overhear anyone saying anything about him?
We got a description of him, don't we?
I don't remember
Got a
anything
badass
about him.
tattoo. He's rough.
That eliminates 8% of Freedale. Oh wait, I think we know he's male, so 28% of Freedale?
Right. Well, I mean, the only thing is, if they ask why we're looking for him, what are you going to tell them?
I honestly don't even know.
I would kind of chime in and say, what if we started with the brother? The brother is the one that apparently gave the tattoo. We could say we were looking to get a tattoo.
You can't just. You don't
You
just
can't just.
get a tattoo.
I'm sure that you could ask around about just getting a tattoo. I'm sure there's tattoo artists all over the world.
There would be, but a lot of these people have their own people to do tattoos. That or they're paid very handsomely to shut the fuck up about it, or tell the people in charge when someone comes snooping about a tattoo.
Exactly.
To my knowledge.
Okay. I just didn't think it would raise an eyebrow to ask about getting a tattoo done. But
Oh, that'd probably be the
what
worst
I do?
thing.
Yes.
I'd say it wouldn't raise an eyebrow about getting a tattoo, but when we start asking specific questions about tattoos, that would raise eyebrows.
Okay. Well, I will just go along with what you guys. I don't know. It was just a thought, and I'll just go back to looking at my cloak.
Well, as you guys are discussing this, again, it's like an hour and a half, hour 45, where you get your first glimpse of Freedale. It's nothing fancy. It's, in fact, it's quiet, subdued. You would see smoke rising from a few chimneys. There's a few streets. It's honestly probably almost was as big as Shadowdale town, maybe a little smaller. You would see at the edge, on one side, rows of dead and dormant vineyards on the outskirts. Quiet river bend of the Ashaba River, flowing not too far away. You do see kind of like a shoreline where, kind of like a path where some boats are pulled up to it. On the other edge of town, looks to be on a hill, dark tower, square tower that stands up, rises above most of Freedale, if not all of it, covered in ivy, and just kind of looks there ominously. Other features you would be able to see would easily be what looks to be some sort of temple. Down a overgrown lane, there'd be an overgrown mansion, like straight up mansion. Only 2 stories, but it's got that fancy like wraparound porch kind of thing going. Big kind of tree that you can see growing in like a back courtyard. But it looks like a place that probably once prospered, but obviously it's been hollowed out by a time. And there's this like, as you like get closer, there's this inch of like fear, just subtle. But there are people here. It's not abandoned. It's not totally empty. You probably come down the old road and approach what would be known as the Greenway. Kind of one of the central spaces here. There looks to be a communal well. I see like an older gentleman kind of posted up there, looking at you, looking in the well, and looks at you and kind of in shock. There's a notice board kind of nearby with old, kind of curling postings. There's a few locals that are moving about a little quickly, eyes down, don't really converse with even each other. Most of them don't even really look at you. Except for the guy that's sitting at the well. He doesn't care. Doesn't seem to care. I don't have a proper map for Freedale, so just use your imagination.
You painted a great picture. So as it's like deafeningly quiet, I'm gonna look at the group and go, "Where are we going then? What's the game plan?"
Well, we got the information, but it's how we bring it up. So that's gonna be the hard thing.
You would even see not too far away from here, what looks to be a local inn. Blue roofed, kind of like a star above it, and a simple old vine covered wording lettering that barely can be read, that plainly says Evening Star Inn.
Well, that'll catch my eye, and I'm going to ask the group where they're headed because I want to go into the inn to sit down. That walk was long. Which way are you guys heading? I want to go into the inn, but if I need to catch up with you, I can head to wherever you're going.
It'd be a little closer to the river, I will say that. So it might be like a street over.
I mean, the inn might be a good place to start.
A drink sounds wonderful.
I was maybe going to look for a Temple of the Thunder.
They did say there was one in basically every city.
You did see what looked to be a temple here. Uncertain as to what denomination, but obviously temple looking.
That place over there looks like a temple.
Okay. You're going to head towards the temple, and
I'll go with
Okay.
Probably shouldn't be going off alone. I'll meet you guys back at the end soon.
All right.
What about you, Dacron? Did you say where you were going?
I assume the inn has drinks. Seems a good place to start.
Start heading towards the end.
So Erebus and Dacron going to the inn. Arabella, Aaron, and Ralorn going to this temple. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Who do we want to go with first? Let's see which one's closer, actually. Riverbend's probably further away, so we'll go with the temple first. Yeah. We'll go with the temple first. Because, yeah. You would approach this rather large temple. It's easily 3, maybe 4 stories in some places. Has a large awning over the front half of it, overgrown with weeds and vines growing up onto the greenish kind of roof, green teal colored roof. Stonework, lots of columns. It would kind of have one of those like promenades that goes all the way around it, like a wraparound, it's not a porch, but a raised stone platform that goes all the way around. What do you call that? Now, but there's 2 entrances up to the kind of courtyard area where there is that, well, the courtyard. There's also to the side what looks to be a graveyard. Classic graveyard fence. The graveyard fence looks to be better tended, less overgrown than the rest of the actual temple. Standing in front of the temple, or beside it rather, there would be a squat, maybe not squat, about 2-story small abode. This would be one of the homes that has A chimney burning.
So do we go into the house or the temple? Is there any activity in the temple? Or
Give me a perception check. Are you home? Can you roll?
yeah, dirty 20.
Saturday.
With a dirty 20. So 2 things. You looking up into a broken window on the maybe second, third floor. Hard to kind of make out. Yeah, you see a little bit of movement. But then you would hear some humming coming from the graveyard. Just some light.
I think I hear somebody over here. Over towards the graveyard.
Okay. Do we like to go check it out?
Turn around. Oh, yeah. Sure. Sounds like somebody humming.
Humming generally means someone's in a good mood, so hopefully that bodes well.
Aaron will walk toward the humming.
Yeah. There will be 2 gates to the graveyard. There does look to be a small shack for like a undertaker's shack. There'd be a small mausoleum within the graveyard itself, but several just gravestones and a small path that is being tended to by a maybe mid-50s human woman, maybe half-elf, hard to tell, but does have kind of a salt and pepper hair, maybe more of the salt variety, very tan, and dressed in kind of purples and greens. Very, like, diluted purples and greens. But she seems to be kind of like pulling some weeds and humming along.
Hello. I do not mean to frighten you.
Hello. You're awfully bright.
Thank you for noticing.
You're welcome. What? Oh, you're awfully big.
Is this a temple of Latenda here?
Oh, I suppose it still is, yes. Mostly. Morningmist Hall, yes. Why do you ask? You didn't come to, take service, I hope. You don't seem like you're from around here.
No, we're merely passing through.
Oh.
I am in search of a book that is rumored to be in a temple of Latenda.
Oh, well. Okay.
You said this temple doesn't host services anymore?
No, not in the traditional sense. Not it could. Not in its current state, and not with them there. No.
And what is the problem?
Oh. It's been... Well... I inherited the tending. I'm so sorry. I'm Elira.
Aaron, pleasure to meet you.
You as well. And she'll give a nice nod. And your friends?
This is Arabella, and the big one is Relon.
Oh, good to meet you both.
You too.
Ralorn is going to the inn. He's not here. He's not there with you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's only you and Arabella.
Oh, well, when we spoke, it sounded like you were going to the temple. My mistake. Yeah. It is good to meet you both then. What was the question? I'm so sorry. It's only about midday now. Well, after.
What is the problem in the temple? Why I
What do you
cannot
mean?
host services?
Well, there's for numerous reasons. You said you're not from here. I'm so sorry. Would you care for some tea? I was about ready to take my afternoon tea anyways. I believe I have some bread. If you would care for some bread and tea.
I think that would be wonderful.
She does kind of like occasionally glance up at the temple itself.
Yeah, I think that would be wonderful. It's been a kind of a long walk. Could use a tea.
Where did you walk from? And she'll automatically start like walking, like still with like a handful of weeds, and like she's got like a basket, and she'll start walking to the small house that is right next to the temple, like right next to it.
I just came from Shadowdale, but before that we were up in, what was it?
Shalane.
Shalane.
Oh, the halflings. Yes, they're nice folk. Don't get. I think there's one gentleman who comes down here sometimes. Not too often though. Well,
you know of him?
I wouldn't know him by name, but I know there is a nice halfling gentleman who does give a smile when he passes, and that's nice to see. I assumed he was from the Shalanes. I've only heard tale of them. I've never been myself. You see, I've been tending to the grounds as best as I can under the circumstances.
I think you might be referring to my friend Bramble. I just met him just the other day.
There are a lot of brambles on the northern side of the temple. I'm sorry. I would be wary about walking on that
side. That is his name. Is that his the halfling? The halfling's name is Bramble.
Oh, well, that's a cute name.
He's my friend.
Wonderful.
The time you last saw him, did you see him with anybody?
No, I don't think I've seen him for some time. Maybe a couple years ago. It might have been. No. It was last year. Yeah.
Okay. I will join her for some tea.
Yeah. And she'll lead you to the small home, which is, it's got like a small mud room, a small living room with a cozy fire that is burning, and it does have like a small kitchen, small bedroom, probably an attic. Everything is quaint, perfect for a one-person, maybe two-person to live here. But there's no evidence of anyone else living here. It's just obviously her. So she will happily get a tea kettle on and give you some what she calls bread. It's not that great, but it's baked. It's baked flour substance. Well, as the kettle's brewing, Make yourselves comfortable. What brings you to? You said you were interested in some writings or something. Was that it?
Yes, a book of blossoms.
Blossoms.
Yes, the god Latender is, rebirth, rejuvenation.
Yes.
Uh, excuse me. Uh, my family requires a particular blossom to be able to be grown more than it is now.
Or regrown.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about this Book of Blossoms, but yes, I haven't seen much of the second or third floor in some time, but they were in quite disrepair last I saw. There was a study up there. I don't know if the books in it remain. I hope so. The chapel itself and the hall of worship is... The stones are still there. I go in there occasionally to take a peek and say a prayer every now and then. But I have been unwelcome there for a while, so I've been tending to the graveyard, where I am more welcome.
Unwelcome by Lathander?
Oh, no, Lathander welcomes all, apparently. Yeah, all of them. No. It's not right. I'll be honest. They're violators. Just even by being there, I don't know what they do. Desecration. Smell it. Don't know if it's incense or what. I can't stop them. They threatened murder, and I'm... There's only so much I can do. I'm pretty sure they're still up there? I don't know. They haven't come down that I've seen. But this place it's still standing, and it's stood for centuries. And yeah.
Who is they?
I don't know their names.
Are we talking about humans, humanoids,
Yes.
smaller folk?
Yes, I think one of them is one of those dragon folk. Dragonborn, I think they're called. A rather lumbersome individual. There were 2 or 3 others, I can't remember. They wore masks. I assume it's some sort of cult. I don't want to say that too presumptuous, but I don't know who wears masks except for people who are in cults. Or, of course, the Church of Mask, but that's almost as good as a cult. Or any of those other evil deities, if you ask me.
Did you notice any tattoos?
No, they were wearing like robes or some such. Cloaks. Yes, they were quite cloaked. Yes.
Cloaked and masked.
Yes.
They do sound very culty.
Right, that's what I thought. And, well, they are a little too intimidating for me. And I don't know what they're doing there. Oddly enough, they haven't even touched the centerpiece. I don't know if they know it's fake. I think the real one's in there somewhere, though. I've never found it.
If
Nor its twin.
you don't mind me
I'm sorry.
asking, why hasn't any, like, I do not blame you for not doing anything because, like, that sounds like a really, really bad situation for yourself. But why has nobody else done anything?
Who else? I mean, ever since...
Well, it's just, it's a temple.
Yes.
Generally, temples are protected grounds.
And my family has done its best to protect it and all around and below, but it's... these are more recent things. I don't think I can call for help, and, well, according to what I was told, ever since the Harrows fell, the Freedale started falling as well. I think they were the last true stewards of Freedale's well-being.
I see. So really, in order to fix Freedale, you need to do a whole restart, basically.
Well, wouldn't say restart, but a rebirth would be quite appropriate. Perhaps, I don't know if there's anyone that could... I mean, it's not just... Freedale needs a lot more than just clearing out some cultists and one temple. Although that would be a good start. There's a lot more than that here. There's Eerie Tower. Some say that the Harrows left the mansion haunted still. Don't know. But, your Book of Blossoms, yes, I do not know of the book. I do not know if it is in there. If it is, it would probably be in the library. Or is it some... Don't think I've heard of it. Book of Blossoms, no.
The library is on the second floor.
It's on the third. There was I will... I think there was a viewing spot on the second floor. Of a pedestal. I never got to see it, though. It's in disrepair. But it can be fixed. The stone can be cleaned. Some of it can be mended. The wood can be turned to ash and born anew. Like a phoenix. But not with them there.
And what if we were able to convince them to no longer reside there? Is there a reward for that?
Well, whatever do you mean? I guess I could clean and help start restoring the interior.
I smack Aaron lightly on the hand. Feels like she is obviously already out of her debts. It's like the reward itself, maybe getting a look in that library,
Yes, I suppose you may be right. Like usual.
She smiles. We'll have to ask a few people, but I reckon we may be able to help you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I greatly appreciate it. I wish there would be anything I could do to help. And if there is anything I can do to help you, let me know. I don't have much to offer. Other than, I guess, my knowledge, wisdom. Gives a kind smile.
I think this tea is more than enough for now.
Oh, well, there's more where that came from. I grew it right outside.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Grave moss works wonderful in teas.
I can imagine so. They've got plenty of natural fertilizer.
Exactly. It's a way of rebirth and all.
Yes.
And it also goes hand in hand. Cleans the graves as well. Well, this has been wonderful.
I like her.
I haven't had visitors like this in... Oh my. I don't know if I've ever had visitors like this. You might be the first. And she gives a light smile, and her eyes might get a little glossy. As she looks up at you, and we fade over to Relorn and Erebus and Dacron as you walk down the street. Yeah, people heading down the road to kind of closer to the river there, towards the inn. One of the better standing buildings. I would say on your way there you would see the market, the old market, which is a row of stalls and boarded up small buildings that would be shops and stuff. There would be a couple of shops that are surprisingly still open, but not very readily. There'd be like one or two stalls and like one or two shops, and they're not selling a lot. Like there's a candle maker's stall over there, like that kind of stuff. He probably just does it for fun. But yeah, arriving at the inn. Evening Star Inn. And close to the river bend, you get a good glimpse of the river from here. Just a little bit down the hill, some boats are pulled up to the beach there. As you head in, the first time you three feel any warmth, it's subdued but warm. Inside would be a handful, like maybe 5 or 6 tables. 2 of them would be occupied with orcs. Look to be orcish fishermen. They would even have their poles kind of behind them, like a tackle box. A couple of them would look up at you and then continue eating their food. But the owners would be the Starlight family. It's a group of half-elves. And honestly, the matriarch, the mother of what looks to be 2 sons that are both in their 20s, that are just kind of, one of them's lounging around, and the other would be lightly talking to one of the orcs. But this woman, maybe in her 40s, kind of narrow, but with a warm smile. Looks at her sons for a brief moment, the 2 non-orcs in the room. Lets out a sigh. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Evening Star Inn. What can we get for you? You come to stay, or it's food and going on your way? I take it?
Just food and on my way.
Oh no.
Anything to
A
drink
few
with
drinks,
that?
huh? Definitely a few drinks.
Drinks for sure.
Alright. Beer's a copper. Food will be 2. Food's gonna be whatever I make you, but it won't be the most fancy meal, but it'll be tasty, and it'll be clean. It's fish.
Glad to see it's still.
No, take a seat wherever you like. I'll get those drinks for you. Or maybe one of my sons can get it for me. And the one that's kind of sitting down, like, oh, yeah, sorry, Mom. Yeah, I'll get it. Sure thing. Great. I'll get your fish started then, and Tavin here will get your drinks for you. 3 fishes coming up. She'll walk away with a kind of a smile, as this early 20s, like, very curious look on his face. Comes over with 3 beers. There you go. Hey, where are you 3 from? Sorry, you look like the type that's not like, you look like you're like adventurers or something, like you're passing through, like you're the cool one. You're obviously you're the big guy, and you're the other cool one. And you're all cool though, probably. But yeah, where are you guys from?
Here and there. We are definitely travelers.
Yeah, I hear that. Here, there. Okay. Mysterious too. Love that.
Any unusual rumors or things happening down here?
Oh yeah, rumors, things happening all the time. Wait, what are you talking about?
If you heard anything, that seems out of the ordinary for around here.
Oh, the
Recently.
ordinary around here? No, not really. I mean, you got the tower lighting up every now and then. You got they were saying something was scaring the fish away. I don't know about that.
Scaring the fish away.
Yeah,
So there's
I'm
something
not a
in the
fisherman.
water.
I don't know anything about that. Yeah, there's something in the water. I don't know. Fish. Is that important to you? Are you
No,
guys,
it's just
here for the water?
unusual. No, it's just unusual for the fish to be scared away by something. It has to be.
That's what they said. I was like, hey, they're fish. They're idiots, right?
I mean, I'll give you that. They bite on a hook sometimes, but still.
Yeah. Well, we'll say this. If you guys are sticking around after dark, I'd steer clear of the temple.
What's been going on in the temple?
That's all I'm saying. Just steer clear. Just looking out for your safety. That's all.
All right, well.
You know. Lately, I will say I've been hearing in the streets strange noises. I don't know what they are. They're noises, though. Is that the kind of stuff you're looking for? I said strange. I said I don't know what they are. What are you looking for?
Yeah, but I mean, can you describe like what it sounds like to you?
Like a crash, a scrape. I don't
Like
know, like someone's
scraping?
running around out there. I don't know.
Scraping noises. I mean, that could be interesting to.
Yeah, interesting, I guess. Sure. Is that what you guys are here for? You guys are here to listen to noises and take care of the fish? You passing through? You just
No, we're
collecting
just
stories?
around and looking for stories. Yeah.
Okay, you know. Well, I'm Tavin. Alright, well, if you need anything, let me know. There's your beers. You want any more? There's another copper. Good to meet you.
All right.
And he looks you guys up hard up and down. Takes note of everything that you guys are and everything you're carrying.
Yeah. I definitely stand out up here.
Mm-hmm. I would say the orcs that are they're just enjoying. They're just eating their lunch. They're not googly eyeing. And the other son would probably be running to the back to help his mom.
That sounded promising.
Yeah. The temple, they went there, so they're probably gonna have information, but there's also something in the lake, in the river. That's a bit concerning. I'll have to talk to the fishermen.
Well, it wouldn't take long for your own fish to arrive, and it would be very simply cooked, just pan-seared. It would still have the bone. You'd have to debone it and descale it yourself, but it's cooked. Or it might be descaled. But you'd have to debone it yourself.
I'm just gonna give the lady a whole gold and just tell her to for the food and everything, and just keep
okay.
everything.
Sure. Thanks. Tab give you a hard time?
No. He
Okay.
was pretty nice.
He can be overzealous. Let us know if you need anything else.
Well,
So how much is a
Room's 5 copper. Thought you
I'll
said
take
you're passing through.
Yeah, I just wanted to check through some stuff. If I don't end up spending the night, give it to somebody else.
Don't get a lot of people spending the night here, but hey, if you want a room, your buddy already paid for it. So that's okay with me.
Which room is it?
They're round back. There's a... I'm just giving you a hard time. No, up the stairs. Take your pick. No one's staying in any of them right now.
Okay. With that, I'll grab my plate of fish and my beer, and I'll head up.
No food or drink in the rooms, please. The fish gets smelly in the rooms. Being out of the sheets is horrible. Trust me.
Then I'll just slide my stuff over to Ralorn. There you go, big guy. And I'll head upstairs.
Must be in a hurry.
I suppose so. I mean, I ain't
He
hungry.
could have just eaten the fish.
It won't go to waste.
No, I won't. I wasn't
Well, that's good.
hungry, but I'm not going to waste it.
No, enjoy. She'll walk away, leaving you alone. What's Erebus doing?
I don't know how many doors on the right and how many on the left.
2 and 2.
Okay, I'll take the. Would any of them be in the direction? I want to pick a room that would be facing the cathedral monastery.
None of them are.
Oh, none of them are.
No.
Okay. Then I'll just take the one on the right.
One side is facing trees, and the other side is facing the other side of the road.
Oh, okay. I'll pick one facing the trees, furthest down the hall.
Okay.
Oh,
It is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that what are you doing in your room?
Oh, well, I was going to sit down and I wanted to attune to that cloak.
Yeah. I said you're already attuned to it.
Oh, I thought you said I had to sit and
Or you can attune to it while you're eating lunch. Like, that's fine.
I honestly, I didn't want people to see what I had. But
You're going to be wearing it later.
It's just like, it's not unusual for someone to have a poncho. I mean,
okay, then Erebus goes in there since he already got the room,
Yeah.
and he sits down for a quick meditation.
Okay, fair enough.
How about?
Well, as Erebus is having his meditation, Ralorn and Dacron, what are you guys doing? You guys just eating your fish, or anything else you guys want to do here at the...
well, we got the information, so we just gotta
direction, I guess.
and also just listening in if
Yeah, just kind
anything can hear from the conversations around.
Oh yeah, no, they're being quiet. There's just maybe 5 orcs in here, 3 at one table, 2 at another. They're being quiet. You're not gonna be able to hear them, guaranteed.
All right,
They know how. Everyone in this town knows how to keep quiet.
I thought to shut up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then just eat the fish and wait for the other two to come back.
Okay, fair enough. As you do your waiting, Erebus does his meditation. Aaron and Arabella will return to the troop at the Evening Star Inn. But before that, we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break, folks, so stay tuned, stick around. We'll be back here in a few. See you in a minute. All right, folks, we're back in it. And last we left off, our troop, they're not in Shadowdale, they're in Freedale. So use your imagination. They're not in there. They're south of there, in Freedale. Arriving, Aaron and Arabella went to go check out the local rundown temple, finding out it was indeed a temple to Lathander, Morningmist Hall. But apparently there might be some cultists that are taking up root there, as Ralorn, Erebus, and Dacron went to go inspect the local tavern and inn, the Evening Star Inn, and actually got a rather warm reception. And that's kind of where we're going to pick up, as Aaron and Arabella, as you step outside of your new best friend's abode. She's not your new best friend, but you know what I mean. Elira's. What are you up to?
Aaron starts to walk toward the temple door.
Aaron,
Yes?
what are you doing?
I was just going to go and see if I could find that book.
The terrace, that's what I was looking for.
Arabella's just looking at him like slightly with a slightly squinted stare. She's just like, uh-huh. And what happens when you run into the cultists?
Oh, they're just cultists. They're not big monsters. Just talk to them, I would think.
I've often found that, you know, the things that aren't monsters are the most monstrous. Do you really need to go in there right now?
I suppose not.
Surely the tavern's only a little bit away. It'll only be like 5 minutes, and then we'll be able to bring the others back.
Sure.
I don't like how you agree so easily.
Oh, when you
It's suspicious.
when you display logic, it is hard not to agree.
Okay. We'll come right back, I promise. I just think it's better to have, you know, a few more bodies. Okay?
Yes, I just hope the cultists don't think we are trying to hurt them. Oh, we might be, though.
Dacron is he seems to be a very charismatic man. He may be able to handle a conversation without pissing them off at least a lot better than I can.
Oh, he is a man of few words, but his words, they are powerful.
Come on, we'll be back in a second, I promise.
Wait.
And Arabella starts walking.
I will follow Arabella. To the tavern.
Say as you head to the tavern, get a pretty good glimpse of that overgrown lane that you didn't get previously, because the temple is kind of like on a rise, but coming down from it, that overgrown lane, but ends in that mansion, that manor. Just, you can see there's a few people that walk completely around the lane, And the lane itself is overgrown, maybe about 60, 70 feet long, wide enough for a cart, but very overgrown, very rough. It's probably a magnificent mansion. But there is this coldness that you feel. Ivy seems to choke the stone itself. But it's not but a little bit of a walk down the road. As people would avert their eyes. Again, aside from the guy that's chilling at the well. It seems like an old timer kind of guy. As you would arrive at the Evening Star Inn. As sure enough, this time the younger one, the one who was interested in you all, is already up. Hey, welcome to the Evening Star Inn. Have a seat wherever you like. We got fish for lunch, or if you're wanting a beer, it's a copper. Fishes too. Rooms are 5 copper. Have a seat wherever you like.
I see my friends over there. I will sit with them.
Oh, you're friends of the mysterious folk. Gotcha. Do you want fish?
Sit with my friends.
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, please.
All right. Ma, got more fish. Hear like a yelling back. Okay. He gives you a thumbs up.
They approach right. So did you two find anything interesting?
We did. At a temple that's currently housing a quote-unquote cult
Yeah,
that has a library.
Is that a statement on religion or an attempt at being subtle?
There's nothing subtle about that. But the lady didn't want to call it a cult, but it is very clearly a cult. But I mean, really.
Yeah, we've been told to stay away from it at night. And it's definitely making it more interesting to actually go to it.
One to make 4.
So
And-
all I'm hearing is that we don't go there at night, we go there during the day.
What's the fun of that?
It would be easier to see the book titles in the day too as well.
I agree.
Well, we could go during the day. There's also apparently something in the lake that is scaring away the fish,
It's a
which is a
river.
bit unusual.
It's a
You seem to
veritable
have a
river
fair
monster.
amount of fish, something that's scaring away the fish.
Yeah, well,
I mean, the kid didn't really anything to know about. Should have to talk to the fisherman about it, but doesn't hurt to ask around. Go look at the temple afterwards or before, doesn't matter.
Where did Erebus go? Why is he
Up
not
in
here
Aurora.
with you guys?
Up in a
Oh.
room. I'm not too sure. He literally didn't even touch his fish.
honestly, it might have been the better choice, but whatever.
Well, I kind of promised Aaron that we would go and check out the temple first. So,
right, then let's wait for Erebus to come back down and let's check the temple.
Finish what he's doing.
Hour long that's going to be.
He's going to be up there for an hour. I would say it would be enough time for Aaron to get his fish and eat it before Erebus comes back down to see Aaron and Arabella have joined.
In that time, I would like to cast Aid on the three of them.
Ooh, casting in the inn.
Yeah,
The one
well,
guy
we didn't-
watches like, ooh.
Oh, hey. There. Okay. 5 now and 5 on the top.
Is that real magic?
I believe so.
Cool. What's it do?
Feels just kind of makes us feel better. It's been a long day.
Well, it looked cool.
Thank you. No one's really never really taken the time. Do you know anyone else? Are you familiar with magic?
Don't get to see much of it.
It's reasonable.
No, you guys just look interesting. That's all. Seem like interesting folk, you know. Like I don't want to stereotype, but you know.
Everyone can be interesting.
It's pretty boring here. Like, you know, Evening Star Inn is, you know, the coolest thing happening is something scaring the fish away.
See, that sounds pretty interesting to me.
Snorefest.
What was that?
Ma was upset though because we got less fish today, but it'll be fine.
There's something
Make
scary.
do it what you got.
Yeah, we know about that. Don't worry.
What could be possibly be scaring the fish away?
Probably bigger fish, right?
Isn't that a good thing? Catch bigger fish?
Yeah. Or a fish monster.
Wonder if that tastes good.
No, they'll probably catch it though. Whatever it is.
They look like capable fishermen.
They've been at it for years.
But this bigger fish hasn't been at it. Is this a recent? How long has there been a fish shortage?
It was not shortage. I mean, it was just a day. They said someone was scaring the fish away this morning.
Just a day. Something new has rolled in.
Yeah, I don't know.
And perhaps in a couple of days it'll keep going. It's a large river.
It's true. It flows from somewhere to somewhere else. Out to the sea, I think. I'll leave you guys alone. Let you go to down the road or down the river if you want to go look at those fish.
Certainly a possibility.
And I'll leave you alone.
It's a veritable river monster.
That could be interesting as well.
Let's get the temple first.
Not to speak ill of Freedale, but perhaps we should deal with it before it travels too much further down the river.
That was what I was thinking. But if you guys want to check the temple first, we got. If it was in there this morning, it's really not going to be super far.
You have time.
What are you guys up to?
Guess we're waiting for Erebus to
Erebus
go
came
down.
back already. What are you up to?
Okay, and we're going to the temple.
We'll start at the temple.
All right. Fair enough. And Dacron gave aid to whom again?
Aaron, Arabella, and Raylorn.
Gotcha. So it's 5 extra hit points for now. For 8 hours.
And 5 to the maximum.
Yes. Fair enough. Did Erebus say anything when he came down from his meditation?
Actually, yeah, before we take off, I would have handed Dacron like a just a piece of paper. It'd be folded in half and just say, we can talk about this later. As we're, going to this temple or whatever. Because we have more pressing issues, I guess, is what I mean by that.
The note says we can talk about this later.
No, I would have said that to him. It's just a folded piece of paper. It's really nothing. It's nothing crazy.
Then we shall.
Fair enough. Well, as the rest of you guys, you regroup and head across town up to the rise of the temple. As it does indeed sit atop a gentle rise where you would see that same building where you had met the kind woman who would have probably just gone back to tending the graveyard right here, humming away once again. But yeah, the terrace awaits you, as that is kind of the entrance there. These terraces do appear to be choked with vines and wild growth. And stone steps kind of lead upward to a courtyard that is kind of downward that does actually look like it was, and still is, carefully tended.
You said the people here wear cloaks and masks, so we don't know if they're in coalition with the Zents or not. We'd have to disrobe them in order to find that out, I think.
I want to bring you guys to a map. It's a big map. Just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and put you at the temple steps. But yes.
Suppose we knock.
At the center of this courtyard does stand a weathered statue. Youthful warrior, smiling warmly, facing west, toward the setting sun. Or maybe facing the same direction as the rising sun. Who knows? Despite the decay around it, though, the statue remains untouched by time, as if the dawn light itself protects it.
I think that's...
Seems this place still functions. At least someone here is still taking care of it.
I'd like
The
to...
caretaker said that she's not allowed on the upper floors, but she still goes in on the main floor, rarely, on occasion. Aaron will walk up the stairs.
As he's walking up, can I look at this statue? You said it's pointing west.
Yeah.
Can I take a look at it to see, like on the bottom of it, if it has been rotated, if it would move or anything like that? If there's anything to it, I suppose.
No, it's definitely been there. It's cleaned. It's sturdy. It's a solid piece of stone. It is not moving. It
Okay.
it is facing the same direction as if the sun rises behind it.
Right. That's kind of, yeah, what I was thinking.
Ignore these rolls. Anyways, yeah. Approaching the doors. Heavy wooden doors still stand. There are 2 windows here that are covered with, well, I would say completely entrenched with vines and other growth. And they might even be broken underneath there. It's hard to tell. The terrace does wrap all the way around.
This was a beautiful cathedral at one point.
Yeah, I'm going to. You said it's like a deck. You said a terrace or whatever.
It's a terrace that wraps all the way around. Yes.
Yeah. Can I don't know, go on the terrace and like kind of start to go around the building to see if I can maybe peer through or something like that, get a better look?
Sure. Erebus starts to go around the building. North or south?
North.
All right. While Erebus does that, what's everyone else doing?
We need to clear vines to get through this door? Is that what it looks like?
The north door. The south door probably still works.
Should we look for a more accessible way in? Or are we still entering under the pretense of looking for a book?
It's not a pretense. It is why, at least I am, yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, if they want to leave, then we'd maybe to try and convince them to leave.
If they're here, if they're not here on their, I would say illegally, but if they're just like squatting or taking the place over, we could force them out.
We had to remove them from the premises.
Erebus, did you say you're going south or north? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
North.
Okay. As you head north, you can easily see there is a door, a window, and it does wrap around. You can see the graveyard in the back. There are there's 3 large stained glass windows that are still very well intact. And on the south, there's another window and a door. And you can see pretty well in through the window, the wreckage within. So you can go all the way around by the time they're done talking. And see, yes, there are 2 windows, and there are 2 more doors, north and south.
Okay, I'd like to kind of peer in and scan the area, see if there's any movement or anything like that inside.
Okay. While Erebus is scanning for action. What's everyone doing?
Well, shall we open the door?
Wait,
We're here.
Let's. If no one moves in, Rowan's going to move forward and open the door.
I might have to force it. The vines have taken most of the structure.
Open the door.
As Ralorn,
Sorry.
as you open the front door, nothing happens. Well, no, actually, I lied. The heavy door groans as it opens, revealing a hall swallowed by dust, disuse, rows of wooden pews stretching towards a brass altar, shaped like a stylized sunburst. Surface scratched, but still gleaming faintly. At the center is looks to be an orb. Morning light, well, not morning light. We would imagine morning light filters through the space. But the stained glass still looks wonderful. Fractured colors all within. The air here is still, not dead, almost waiting. Erebus, you can give me a, I guess, perception check as you see Ralorn entering in through the room. You see
With an
Ralorn
11.
entering in the door as they hear the "Rrrr."
I'd like to step back out from underneath the kind of like canopy or whatever, and kind of like look up if there's like
That's like a dip. That's
windows.
a dip down. That's like 5 foot down, just so you know.
What do you mean? It's a dip
So the
down, like off
terrace,
of.
the terrace is raised about 5-10 feet from the regular ground.
Okay.
Like the grass ground. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I just wanted to go out into the onto the grass off of the terrace and kind of look up and look around.
Okay, yeah. Erebus goes running around, scanning the perimeter. What are you scanning for, Erebus?
Windows up on the second floor.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to just get a lay of the place. I can
Yeah.
just meet up with them. It's fine. I'll just go.
I was good. I got information for you if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm just gonna wait until everyone gets a chance to do something. That's all.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Absolutely.
everyone taking a turn, essentially.
Yep.
So as Ralorn enters in, everyone follows behind him as Erebus goes and tries to get a lay of the land. The solemn place, broken. Pews have been, many of them have been shoved aside, overturned, scrape marks across the stone floor, dust lying thick on most surfaces, except for a few narrow paths where footprints have been disturbed. Like I can bring you all in. You would see a terrace above, or area above. It looks like a balcony ringing around, and a bridge essentially connecting the two balconies above. The bridge would be like above this area.
Well, this area's seen better.
Definitely seen better days.
This will take some work, but
It seems to be empty.
I believe they prefer the upper floors if they're here.
Then shall we?
Let's say, Arabella, you would see on one of these broken pews a strip of ceremonial cloth, perhaps. Maybe once a part of a banner. It glints faintly in your eye.
I pick up the cloth and I'd like to examine it.
It has on it written, it's like probably part of a text of some sort. Simply states, "For the dawn, and those who guard it." The rest is torn away, leaving only this solemn fragment. I would say, looking around, other things of note in this space. There would be 2 wooden staircases along either side of the walls, steps cracked and bowed with age, railings splintered, several boards kind of already you can almost imagine that they would creak under the slightest pressure. They look climbable, barely. There looks to be another set of stairs at the far end. And a little narrower, maybe. That one's steps are bowed and uneven. And at the far end, the most thing that would stick out is the brass altar. Obviously, it is broad brass, kind of disc-shaped like a rising sun. Rays etched out. Elegant lines. Though it is scratched and dulled, still catches the stained glass lighting every now and then. And again, there is that kind of like yellow orb resting atop it.
Would like to go focus on that.
Yeah, give me a investigation check. And while Dacron's doing that, what's everyone else doing?
I reckon Arabella's probably looking at the footprints, and
Okay.
basically looking for the entrance. I assume it's up like stairs to the second floor.
Okay. So
Aaron.
yeah.
Oh.
Go on.
Aaron's gonna go over by Dacron. No, I think she said this might be fake, and I will help him investigate.
Okay. Ralorn.
He's probably gonna try to look away up at the balcony if there's any easy way up there.
The stairs would probably lead up there.
Yeah, it seems like some of them are broken, so unless I'm
Yes,
mistaken,
they are.
so you would try to find a way through stairs that are not broken.
So are you trying to go up there, or are you just looking?
Yeah, he's trying to go up there.
All right.
So,
which staircase you want to go? North or south? Or the bottom right?
we're gonna try to up north.
Okay. Well, Dacron, you already beat me too. I was gonna say Erebus, a perception check, Dacron, investigation, plus Arabella, a survival check, and Ralorn trying to go through the space here. It is a nice acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
20. You have advantage on acrobatics too?
Apparently, it doesn't show that I have advantage on those. Oh no, I'm an advantage on top.
Fair enough. 20 is still good.
20.
So as Rylorn starts to head up that way, Arabella, you would notice footprints. The right-hand staircase shows signs of recent use. The dust thinner here. One of the steps even looks reinforced with a wedge of wood. Railing bears a imprint of a hand dragged along it. Give me a nature check too while you're at it.
Okay.
See if you can identify these tracks. 14. So, one of them, a smaller humanoid, perhaps a gnome, halfling. Uncertain to the number of them, but the other look to be regular-sized humanoids, elf, half-elf, human, probably not dwarf. None of them seem that wide, but there is one that is a barefoot, reptilian, so probably like barefoot dragonborn or lizard folk, you would assume. But that would be going up the southern stair. Dacron. Nothing really calls out to you. It might be real, it might be faked. It has been sitting there, and it does still glisten. But there is kind of tucked into one of these beams, easily found, a torn piece of parchment. Edges curled from age. But you can see the ink is faded, but steady. Written in confident, clerical hand.
If it's fake, it's fake. But it did contain this, so I will try to get that slip of paper.
Small slip of paper reads, "When the dawn falters, we prepare. When the fox calls, we answer. When the tower stirs, we steady our hearts. And remember that even old magic has its rhythm." The handwriting kind of trails off as if interrupted like mid-thought, or it was definitely like someone's thoughts. Like they were trying to like postulate something grandiose.
Someone was trying their hand at poetry? Or some religious mantra? I don't know, I'll hand it to Aaron. Perhaps it will make more sense later.
Perhaps. I'll roll it up. Put it in the pouch.
Erebus, quick of foot, looking around, scanning the exterior. Yes, there are windows on the second floor. In fact, there are 3 windows on the south, 3 windows on the north, 2 windows on the west, and 3 windows on the east.
Okay. I'd like to try to get up on the top of the terrace. You said it slopes down or whatever. And kind of
The ground slopes down. So the
the
terrace, the
ground.
terrace itself, like the terrace floor, is like 8-9 feet above the ground, and the ceiling of the terrace, or the roof, would be about 10-ish feet above that. I will say there are trees surrounding this, so it would be not impossible to get onto the roof, if that would be your ideal situation.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
I would also let you know that there are, with a 15,
Yeah, I believe that's what I rolled.
you'd be able to see the 3rd floor pretty easily too. There's a couple of windows on the 3rd floor. Hard to make out. But what you would make out is that it looks like there's some terraces on the 3rd floor, like balconies. On one of them, on a southwestern balcony, looks like there's
Okay.
some gold blooms of some sort.
Gold blooms?
Mhm.
Like a flower bloom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to make my way up that way.
Going up on the roof.
Oh,
Okay. As Ralorn, expertly avoids falling and avoiding the broken bits of wood. Aaron and Dacron inspecting the thingy. As Arabella looking at these tracks. Intriguing. For sure. Ralorn. These wooden stairs groan under your weight as you climb, each step flexing with age. At the top, opens up into a long gallery, overlooking the hall below. Broken pews and splintered boards lie scattered across the floor here, though a few benches remain strangely untouched. Colored light from the stained glass would probably even wash over here. And actually, the north and southern windows are also stained glass. There are no windows on the east wall. There is a bunch of... It's very broken on the northeastern side, and even the stonework has seen some horrible mess on the southwestern side. We'll say from here, the entire hall spreads beneath you. Overturned pews and all of it, the choked stone. Silence feels almost deeper from above, as if the building holding its breath. The balcony side that you came on, jumble of collapsed pews, shattered railings. Debris forms a tangled berry of wood and dust, nearly blocking most of the walkway. However, connecting this rail or this overlook that you arrive on, a wide wooden walkway spanning the entire midsection of the temple, connecting almost like a catwalk, a wide catwalk, connecting both sides of the balcony. And there's actually what looks to be a staircase from there set into that walkway, climbing up. Can't really see the stairs, but you can imagine. Mostly because you can kind of see the shape of the stairs going up. I will say, Erebus, you can give me a athletics check for climbing a tree.
will do. With a 7.
With a nat 1.
Oh, a nat 1. I'm going to use my... Yeah, I'm going to use my human inspiration on that.
Alright, give that reroll. Alright, with an 18. Hopping up. Yeah. You could easily see your way up, probably to the 3rd, maybe even the roof from here. Get a good view of 2nd floor. Not a ton of windows from this vantage point from the area where you would have had to climb up to get to. But you're up there. Ralorn. As you reach the top of the stairs, though, from behind a jumble, probably about as big as you, with a single kind of fin along the ridge along the top of their head, pokes up first, pale green in coloration, and then you would see the eyes, yellow, tints of red, and then you would see the rest of their face, as draconic as you've ever seen, a dragonborn. Standing up to meet you across the way of the debris. The thing about this one, they're completely naked. They have no clothes. Long, winding tail, long, stretching arms, the end in claws, very muscular legs and arms. In fact, they probably stand a little bit taller than you. They give a little huff. And as they do, you can kind of almost see a little green mist exhale from their nostrils. You shouldn't be here.
Why is that?
Because I said so.
And you are?
I'm Byreth. And if you do not heed my warning, you will feel my wrath. And from below, you can start to hear this talking subtly. You might be able to hear tidbits of the conversation. Probably not entirely. It's a good, honestly, 20 feet above you. Be gone.
We're looking for a book in particular.
Be
Maybe you can help us.
gone.
Oh, Relorn, did you meet somebody? Can you ask them where the library is?
He doesn't want. Yeah, shot back. He doesn't want us here.
We
Takes a
just
step forward as you hear the walkway groan and creak from above. This is your last warning. You will suffer.
Alan just sighs. I don't think it's wise, buddy.
Roll an initiative. He gave you plenty of chances.
Yeah.
Now, you guys probably won't be able to see your own initiatives, actually, when you get over here. Because we're going to a different map. Ha ha ha.
Hi, buddy.
Maybe we roll, or we use the one that I just did.
I said you're not going to be able to see your initiative.
Okay, we're not able to see it. Okay.
Gotta listen to what I say. I've warned you. Warned you once before. I would say, Erebus, re-roll that and take the lesser of the two, because you wouldn't be aware of this, because you're outside.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Arabella, you hear the talking from above. It sounds intense. What are you doing?
Well, I'll probably be going up the safer stairs.
They look deceptively less safe, but they are the safer ones.
I know. I was looking at this like that doesn't look safe.
It's
how
the
much?
hole is easy to see, whereas the other ones are
The deceptively
they're
safe-looking ones.
Yes,
But then,
exactly. Exactly.
so my question is, just because it's a flat map, obviously, and on here it says I can see him, but obviously I'd say that I can't see him. At what point do I see him?
Well, the stairs would be blocking you there.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't be until you get up here. Like, honestly, what I'll do here is I will cut off those stairs to make it easier. Oh, I can't because I put the stairs in the middle like a dummy.
Beautiful.
Does that make sense?
Those are going up to the left.
Those are going up to the left, to the top.
The third floor stairs.
Yes.
Okay, so that's about 20 feet that I've traveled there. You don't let me go past there.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Because I got light things, which I could probably get rid of. I don't need those.
Don't want to draw his attention to me. So what I'll probably do is
Stealth check.
I'm gonna do a stealth check if I could, please.
Do a sneaky sneak.
13.
You feel like you're hidden.
And look, I'll say I'll hold my action to shoot at him if he comes into view.
Okay.
I understand that unless he's coming at me, it will be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Please, and a turn.
Erebus? You don't know what's going on, but you're up there. I would say you do have eyes on Raloran as he looks like you see his mouth moving.
Yeah, from seeing him or noticing him, I would I would move over to that window. Well, I
Okay.
guess this window, but I'm trying not to be seen, so I'm kind of like peering through.
Are you trying not to be seen? I would need a stealth check as an action.
Yeah. I'm definitely trying not to be seen.
All right. Do you have enough movement for that, or did you need dash?
No, it was 40.
Okay.
That's my movement. Stealth.
This will be your action.
Yep.
You feel like you might be hidden. Or maybe he's just only got eyes for Raylorn right now.
I see.
Remember, you got advantage on stealth check because of the cloak.
You do. You do have advantage on the
That's
stealth
right.
check.
I do.
So
Thank you.
roll that again right now. There you go. You definitely hit. They have disadvantage to see also, so their passive is -5.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just looking in, seeing what's going on. I don't think I can see what you were talking about, this Dragonborn guy.
No?
There's
So I think I would just kind of, as I'm seeing his mouth moving, I would just kind of observe. I wouldn't really do anything. I'm just watching.
You would see that guy. Maybe I need his token to be bright green. Is that better?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I just didn't want him to be bright green because
Sure.
it's a red token, but I don't like he's not red, he's green.
That's fair. Yeah, I see like a faintness there. But it doesn't look like they're fighting or anything. So I would just try to see what they're doing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna watch.
This Dragonborn quickly inhales. I warned you. And exhales as a cloud of gas expels, filling a large area. But just to get Ralorn. Ralorn, I will need a dexterity saving throw.
Or definitely fail.
You want me to roll or you want to take average?
I'll take average.
Take 28 points of poison damage.
Right.
And then it makes eyes at Dacron and Aaron, as you would be able to see it at this point, as he's standing up in full. But he would have cover from you, but it matters for some things. And as, yeah, you would just see this massive cloud of grossness, of poison exude from this guy. And yeah, that's it. That's good enough. He'll stand his ground there. He's in a safe spot. They'll take us to Ralorn.
Would I be able to, if I go there, would I be able to like jump over those or cross through those debris, or they're just completely blocking the way?
It is blocking the way. You would need to spend an action to remove the debris. Actually, there's a chance you. What's your strength?
18.
So your high jump would be what, 9 feet if you run? Is that right? Say if you have a running start, I think you can do it.
I mean, yeah, if he goes right there, and he would run from there and then jump over if he can do it.
You need a straight line.
Yeah. I mean, there's something right there, so I can't really. I'm able to do it because there's this.
It's almost like
So-
this place was designed for this guy.
Yeah. So for now, we're gonna just be right there, stay right there, and we're gonna throw a javelin at him.
All right, he will have cover. A good bit. 3 plus your strength
19.
modifier. If you move at least 10 feet. So no. So your strength modifier, so you can jump 7 feet. So no. Because I would say it's 10 feet. There might be a chance. 19 is going to miss.
Okay. He's definitely gonna have to go around or find a way. But bonus action, we're gonna use a second wind. So it is a D10.
Nice.
So 12. That's gonna be it for this turn.
All right. Taking us to Dacron.
He stood up so we can see him.
Yep. You can see him. He will have cover from you, but you can see him.
Oh, he's naked.
He's naked.
I don't know what that's. What is it? It looks interesting. Well, if I can see it, I can make it make a dexterity saving throw. Sacred Flame.
It will make a dexterity saving throw. And believe it or not, it fails.
7 points of radiant damage.
As this silvery moonlight flare erupts next to it, growls and looks down at you. That's all you get. Anything else for Dacron?
I'm gonna start heading towards, but I can't go under the stairs. So
I got you. So, where would you be? I'll put you over.
If I'm gonna stop under the stairs.
I got you. That makes sense.
Or well, under the bridge.
Yeah. That will take us to Aaron.
Aaron will step up onto the, what is the desk?
It's an altar.
Altar. Can I see like the base of these stairs up here?
No. I would say no. Because this is 20 feet up. The altar would give you like 3 feet higher.
So I can.
You can only see him because he's on the edge.
Okay. I can't see through. Like, it's a solid railing.
No.
It's just the angle.
It's just the angle.
Okay. All right, I gotta get closer to him then. Step up there, and I will kind of start to shimmer a bit, and then I dissolve into shimmery lights, and on a misty step up by him.
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't know where you want to be by him, but I got you.
I didn't want to be in melee, but I kind of
Yeah. I just meant like, well, it's 20 feet, so you could be anywhere around here.
Yeah, if I could be here, I would want to be here.
I was just breaking the barrier for you so you can move around.
Yeah. So I will peer there. I will then take my sword, my rapier out, and it shines a bright light. And I will tap it onto the railing, and like a tuning fork, it begins to reverberate. And in a 15-foot radius from me, from the sword, it just starts to just warble as thunderclaps begin to just crash against each other. And everybody, all my party is okay. They're safe. They can come by me. I'm going to cast Cacophonic Shield.
Does it affect objects?
Does not.
Okay, good. Because there's a bunch of broken wood everywhere.
Yeah. But he needs to. Oh, it's a 10-foot emanation. Sorry, not 15.
I got you.
But he needs to make a con save.
Yeah, he's bad on saves. He's got a 5.
It takes 10 points of thunder damage and is deafened.
He's deaf.
And that will be my turn.
All right, that will take us to Arabella.
Okie dokie. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Well, I assume this here is a pew.
Yeah, it's a pew.
Okay. I'm going to be a teensy bit upset that Aaron isn't in melee, and I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
But I get it. This guy is whack.
Oh,
Alrighty.
he'll be in melee in a second. Don't worry.
Nope.
Yeah, that'll hit. As you have Vex him too.
Beautiful. Sneak attack is off. And a damage. Not a lot, but hey,
Hey, it's
damage
not
is
nothing.
damage.
Next attack will be at advantage, though.
Yes. And then I am going to attempt to hide behind the pew.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okie dokie.
As Arabella ducks for cover behind the
Doesn't
pew.
hide.
You got cover at least. That'll take us to Erebus.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Erebus, you're outside. This guy looks bad.
So, well, I'm going to try to this top railing. Would I be able to get cover if I snuck through the window? To where I could
they're not that.
Okay.
They're dumb railings. Also define sneak through the window.
Well, I was going to try to lift it up and then not put 1 foot over, kind of be as close to the window. You know how you go through, well, maybe you don't, but you go through with your hands first where you're not standing straight up, one leg in at a time.
These windows, we'll say, unfortunately, Erebus, you're gonna have to break it.
Oh.
They're built into the stone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, let's try to break the window. I noticed that my party members are in trouble, so I want to get in the fray.
It will be your action to do so, though. I will say that.
Sure.
So give me an athletics check. Not a high DC, but still kind of breaking glass and stone and stuff. Oh yeah, 13. The glass breaks and bits of stone and breaks open.
Sure. Okay. I guess I'll move forward. How high down or how high up am I?
That's 20 feet from the ground there.
And I used an action, so I can't. Wait, no. Is it a bonus action for my feather fall? I think I can use that as a bonus action.
That just happens.
So these guys are on the second floor, just so you know.
This guy, the Dragonborn, is on the second.
All of them are on the second floor except for Dacron.
Okay, because I'm trying to.
This is a bridge between the two.
Yep, I'm trying to go from where I'm at, basically jumping over. Shoot, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. Is it Step of the Wind, to where I can
Yep.
dash, and I think my I'm going to use a Step of the Wind to jump over the railing and basically in front of me.
Your jump distance is doubled for the turn. So your dex is 16. What is... I was just looking at jump.
Yeah, I've never looked at my jump before, honestly. I got my speed, climb.
Do monks use dex for jump? Or is that something else? Am I thinking of something else?
I use Dex for jump.
That's the thief thing.
Yeah.
I know it's doubled, but
Just your score.
It's your strength score. So your strength score is 10, so you can jump 20 feet.
okay. So I'm gonna try to jump as close as possible to this guy.
So we'll be pushing it. So I will still need a check. Describe this jump for me.
Well, I guess I bust open the window because I see, the commotion going on, and just I leap over the window rail or whatever. I run up to this railing up on the second floor. I put a foot on, and just as much oomph as I can put into it, I'm just like almost a Ninja Gaiden, up into the air, one knee up, and it's picturesque if somebody was looking at it,
All right, give me an athletics check. That's not going to be the easiest. With a 10. Give me a dex save. $17. You grab onto the side of the railing because as you almost miss it, and you just reach out as far as you can, barely making. You grab onto the side of the railing as you are hanging there on the side.
Oh, this one here. Okay. All right. I don't think I can do anything because it would be like an action to like lift myself up, right?
It would be essentially half your movement. It'd be like getting up.
Yeah. Sure. As I'm holding on, I'll expend the rest of my movement to
get over the wind,
onto...
right? So you can.
Yeah.
You got it.
80. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have enough. Yeah.
All right.
Barely.
You come face to face with this guy. This ugly green dragonborn, muscular and very serpentine, and just kind of, you can smell the poison, which will take us to their turn. As they are whipping around towards Aaron. Aaron's the first one who hit them. They're gonna slam out with their claw towards Erebus.
Okay.
Getting an 11.
No, sir.
Anytime I need to roll a d20. As they're trying to like kind of push you, just kind of go to the side. They ignore that for a second and then step up towards Aaron and go for the claw. Getting a 14.
14 hits.
Yeah, dancing.
As you take 8 points of slashing damage and 10 points of poison damage. Ending their turn. Taking us to Relorn.
You said as an action to clear the debris?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that
At
as
the
action.
end of its turn, it's going to take more damage.
Okay.
11,
Does it
or
get a- does it
he
get a
makes
save?
yeah, he makes another save. Con save.
14.
Fail. Yeah, fail.
All right, we'll take 11 more. It's still deaf. Yes, Raloran, give me an athletics check to clear some debris.
23.
Yeah, you clear some debris. It is still
All right,
difficult terrain, but you clear it.
All right, so then that's
You can make it up to him if you want to.
okay. Yeah, we're gonna make it up right there. I'm gonna use Action Surge, and we're gonna smack him with the Great Axe.
Smacking him?
10. Definitely pulling a miss.
Definitely misses.
Second attack. 19.
19 just hits.
Or meant to be a 6.
As you just barely sliver off of his scales. Anything else for Raloran?
And that'll be it.
That'll take us to Dacron.
I will continue heading, following where Arabella went.
You can kind of get there. Or if you want, you can get here probably. And you'll be able to see what you see. Your head can see them. Above the railing.
I can't see anything, but
Sure you can.
well, not with the pillar of darkness. I can't.
Well, you can see your friends.
Yeah.
But no, you can't see the dragon. Dragonborn.
And I will keep going up. I will use my action to dash and
Fair enough.
keep moving. 3, 4, 5, and I'll just run all the way across.
Okay.
And now I can see everybody.
You see everybody, everything.
And because I can, because of my feet, I'll use a bonus action to cast Sacred Flame.
All right. Got a 21 on his save.
All right, fine.
Is kind of very self-aware that he's getting surrounded. And it starts going into dodge mode. Evading, slithering away as best he can. Which will take us to Aaron Thesserin.
Will strike out at him with the rapier. Doing a true strike.
Okay. True and a true strike. 16 misses.
16.
Unfortunately. As he's just kind of slithering by as your rapier slides off of his scales.
Right. As the rapier is emanating these cacophonic waves, I begin to start to move in rhythm with them. Begin a blade song.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
That will take us to Arabella.
Alrighty. Now, from my position, has he got cover? Because his token's got a little bit of black on it.
He'll have cover because he's in melee. Just period.
Okay.
So his AC will be +2 because he's in melee. But it won't be increased by where you're standing.
Okay.
And you do have advantage because you vexed him. And you have sneak attack
Because I vexed him.
regardless. But
Yeah. Good. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
Advantage. And
Yep.
25 hit.
Yep. Pretty sure it does. Pretty
Okay,
sure.
and
Probably sure.
I'm not going to use one of the cunning strike ones. I'm just going to damage.
Good old-fashioned damage.
Not much, but
I'll take 14 points of it.
Oh.
Anything else for Arabella?
I'm going to step back to here
All right.
and just duck down.
Okay.
Because he's probably going to release something big as a last resort.
He's gonna try. That'll take us to Erebus.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, you're good.
16.
I knew what you were doing. Yeah. Erebus.
Yes. Would I be able to, with my Tavern Brawler, knock him over the railing if I connect a hit?
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
will
going
say
to.
I'm gonna give him like some sort of save.
Sure.
Or you know what? No, I'll have you roll whatever it happens. But yeah, provided you hit.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a martial arts attack and try to hit him and
All right.
try to hit him.
That is a miss. What are you hitting him with? Are you punching him? You elbows? You throwing
It was,
bows? Headbutting?
nope. It was just a punch.
All right, just punching.
But yep. And then I'm going to, after I miss, I kind of like draw myself back and I like almost focus myself, and I'm going to give him it'd be like an open palm, but it's going to be my extra attack with my martial arts attack.
Okay. Hey, 20 does hit.
All right. And I will damage.
You will take 4 points of damage.
And then I'm going to do my extra attacks, but my flurry of blows.
Okay. Are you wanting to push him, or are you waiting for that?
I am waiting for the end result, I suppose.
Okay. Well, if you don't call it, then it won't happen.
Let's go ahead and that's not going to be, but with my 2 other attacks that I'm going to attack, if I land the last one, then I'll push. How about that?
All right. Roll me a d20, and if you looking to get an 11 or better, and if you do roll 11 or better, he'll succeed. Yeah, as he gets knocked down over the railing. I'll give him a dex save though.
Awesome.
As he lands on his feet down there.
Okay. Would I be able to jump down and attack him with my my flurry of blows?
You can. It's a 20-foot drop, but you do have slow fall too, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Just use your reaction.
Okay. So you want me to just roll the martial arts attacks?
No, you're gonna jump down there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm waiting for you to describe what you're doing.
Oh, well, I am I just like flying eagle this, off of the balcony directly down at him. It's just because I'm trying to kick him essentially.
Okay. Give me a martial arts.
Can I roll the other one, or do you want me? I'll do that.
Do you want? It's up to you. I don't care. Do you want to roll crit damage, or do you want to roll?
Yeah.
15 points of damage, as he is
Yes,
looking hurt, very surprised by falling down 20 feet.
And it's like I'm still up in the air, and I spin around, and I'm gonna try to kick him again.
Do that second kick. I gotcha.
Yeah.
And that is gonna miss.
All right, but I'll still take it.
As that will take us to his turn. Looks up. Looks to Erebus. I will not suffer this insult. And just goes to try and claw your throat.
No clock.
Getting a 21 to hit.
That does hit. I am going to.
Does 5 slashing and 8 poison.
Okay, I'm going to use my deflect attack.
All right, roll that deflect attack.
Did it show up?
No, but I saw the 1.
Okay, then it's 1. Yeah.
So 9.
Oh, there.
There you go.
9. And what did you say?
So you still take 4.
Okay.
As you deflect some of it, it gets a little nick, and then the second claw just tries to jam into your stomach.
Oh, jeez.
Getting a 21.
That hits also.
Or 10 points of damage. 7 slashing, and only 3 poison. As the poison doesn't seep into you as much as he would hope. And then looking around, he's gonna jolt, I think. He has self-preservation once. Yeah, Erebus, you get an attack opportunity. Or no, you don't. You already used your reaction. You already used your reaction before, so you take the 13, so you don't get deflect attack.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So give yourself 9 damage too. So you took 23 that turn.
Okay. I will. It's just loading.
So how's Erebus looking after that?
Very hurt. Extremely hurt.
Yeah, I'll take the opportunity and run. Spending 10 feet to leap 30 feet. I will remember this. And then runs way far out that door. Do you give chase?
I would.
Okay. Rylord?
Rylord is gonna basically curse and under his breath that Erebus just threw him down when he was cornered.
Yeah, Aaron's not too happy about that either.
And he's gonna jump down the 20 feet and
give me a dex save.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So you take 9 points of damage and you fall prone.
Yeah. And that's 15 feet to stand up. So he's gonna stand back up, and I got 10 feet left, so I could just go up to the stairs.
And then you could see
And I'm
him
gonna look,
outside the door. Like he's
I'm gonna look
like,
back at.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna look back at Erebus and just literally glare at him, like tell him, "What the fuck did you do?"
You still have your action.
Yeah, but I mean, there's can't really. I mean, I
Usually
could.
flip me off.
He's probably gonna have cover, I suppose, unless
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
you
try
will.
throwing.
Throwing it between the doors.
We're gonna try. And
Yeah.
we're gonna throw a javelin.
That
22.
hits. Yeah.
For
We'll take 6.
a 6, it doesn't.
7.
Yeah, 7 points.
You can throw 2 javelins, you know.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
right.
level
No.
5.
That's right. Then we're gonna throw another one.
I don't know how many javelins you got though.
Probably got like 2, 3, 4 left.
Okay.
So let's throw one. 19.
That is going to be a miss.
All right. That'll be it.
Dacron? Giving chase at all?
I guess, but also I'm forever away.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, depending on how you give chase, but yeah, you are.
I will move to this. I mean, can I get an angle at this window and just see if he runs this way?
You absolutely can. Just hold your action to like Starry Wisp or Sacred Flame him.
I mean, it'll probably be Sacred Flame that way. I don't go because Starry Wisp would have to go through the window.
That's true. But it's light, so it would refract, and reflect it.
You say it can go through without breaking the window.
I don't know. Light goes through windows all the time.
Yeah, but light doesn't hurt people.
That's true. Well,
At least not immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not giving this man skin cancer.
Not yet. Not immediately. All right, so you hold your action to give him moon cancer.
Yeah, I'm trying to Sacred Flame him.
Taking us to Aaron. Aaron, what are you up to?
Aaron will start to head down the stairs.
Take a window.
Down these stairs? Okay.
Yeah.
There is a window that's open. That's broken.
I'll go downstairs, no action dash.
Okay. How much more movement do you have after this right there where you're at?
That was my full 30, so I had 30 left.
You're blade singing.
Oh, true.
So you got 50.
At 40.
You got 10 more on your move, and then
So you
40
could get there.
for the dash.
Actually, you could get there if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's get there. That'll do it then.
All right. That'll take us to Arabella.
Okie dokie. 20, 30, bonus action dash.
Get on that roof. You got him. He's already vexed.
He's already vexed. How good is his? I'm just gonna double check something.
You have the high
What does
ground.
that do? Puts them into a. If the target is large or small, it must succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna shoot him, but I would like to try and cunning strike, trip.
Okay.
Oh,
Try. I don't know how
Let's
good
see it.
his. Let me first make the attack.
Yeah. Add advantage. Yep.
Okay. Now I don't have a little thing that's minus 1d6.
So I should have made one that did I not? No, I didn't. Damn it, I thought I
So
did.
what I can do is I can just roll normal damage and then just roll 2d6.
Yeah, do that. I'll make
Or
you a
just-
cunning strike toggle. I thought I did. I'm sorry. I will make you one
That's
after
okay. Why did that I click it off?
this. Roll two.
Okay,
Roll
6.
2d6. Yeah, 6 plus.
6. Even better.
16, and then he has to make
And he
a
has to make a 15 dex save.
dex save. Okay. He got a 20.
Fuck. Okay.
He is not
I
tripping,
tried.
but he is very badly hurt. And still vexed. As he gave him an ankle shot. That will take us to Erebus.
so I'll just pursue. Oops. And let's go.
There is a wall there, so he probably can't.
Oh, well,
An invisible wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to move as close to him as I can.
Right. I don't know your movement.
40?
So actually, we'll do this. I'll get rid of the invisible walls. There you go.
Nope. It's underneath, right? What the fuck is
All right.
going
I will get rid of the stair wall then. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll use my step of the wind to dash,
All right.
bonus action. So I'll get right up on him, and then I'm going to attack with stunning strike.
You don't call that when you hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't need to call it like. Otherwise, you're like, stunning strike on that one. You don't waste your points on that one. When you hit a target is when you do the stunning strike.
Okay. So I got a 7. I'm
Nat
assuming
one
that.
will always miss.
And then
red.
I'm going to punch out again.
12 is also a miss, as he's running for his life.
Oh, yeah, but that's the end of my turn.
That will take us to his turn.
Makes a con save.
Is it a 10-foot emanation?
Yeah.
And he is not in it.
No, not yet. Okay, good.
Corners.
Yeah.
He only got it the one time. Erebus, you should be also down 10 more hit points, just so you know.
Oh, is it? Okay, thanks.
He did 13 and 10 to you last time. He'll cloud at you again, though. Getting a 21 to hit you, Erebus.
That does it.
For 5 slashing and 10 poison.
Okay, I'm going to do my deflect attack.
Alright. You take 1 damage.
Alrighty.
Well, the real question is, does he risk it to hurt Aaron? Does he try to hurt Erebus again? Nah. He'll slash out at Erebus again. Getting a 12 to hit.
That one misses. Thank God.
As he leaps away.
Oh, because of the reaction.
Dacron, let me know when you can see him. Well, actually, it might get weird for you, because...
There he is.
Okay. Did you Sacred Flame him?
Sacred Flame.
Do you want to roll it or do you want me to?
You can roll it. That's fine.
You got a 9.
All right. Let me check if... I think I have to be making an attack roll to overcharge, but I've got to read feet.
Dex saves are his best saves, by the way.
And he failed it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Once per turn, when a spell you cast deals radiant damage. Perfect. Doesn't have to be an attack. So I will overcharge it. Fuel Spellfire. 15 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. As this moonfire just erupts out of him, as he leaps away from Erebus, goes running and slides into the rocky ground, back split open with moonfire. Smoldering. Dead. We will hop out of initiative there. As you regroup yourselves, you've seen the second floor of this temple. Already found one danger. Hopefully there's nothing more dangerous than that upstairs. Either way, that is where we're going to end tonight, folks, so we'll see what this temple has to offer. The Morningmist Hall and the rest of Freedale. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Night or night.
Later tonight.
Good night, guys.